Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another FiveM video. Today we're going to be starting a new series. This is going to be building a FiveM server. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a series every other day. We're going to create a video where it shows you what to do next or what we're going to introduce, how to set up resources and so on. So first one being, we're going to set up the server itself. It's towards the end of 2025, so coming into 2026. It's pretty damn simple these days, and I'll show you how it's done. So first of all, there's a couple of programs we need. That's going to be XAMPP and Heidi. XAMPP will handle the communication to your database, and the database, all your tables, all the information that saves from your server is going to be in Heidi. So this will all be linked down below, obviously. So first of all, we're going to need XAMPP. So we're going to go to the website. We're going to go XAMPP for Windows. We're going to download the latest one, which is going to be 8.2.12. So let's download this. It never starts, so let's click here and go across to the download the latest version, and let's download that. Let it do its thing. It's starting. There we go. Download unverified file, and that's downloaded. While we're here, we'll download Heidi as well. So let's download the installer for Heidi, and let's go to. Why isn't well, that's the first. Never normally takes you to the GitHub. Oh, never mind. Let's go down here and let's get the latest. So Heidi setup. Let's download that. So they must have changed it. Okay, so let's go to our download folder where we've just downloaded XAMPP. Download folder XAMPP is going to be here, and we're going to put this on our desktop. I'm going to build our server in the C drive. So let's go to my PC, C drive. Let's create a new folder. This is how I do it, and we're going to call this XAMPP. Pretty simple. Put the XAMPP executable file into the XAMPP folder, and let's run this. If you're using a VPS or you're using a dedicated server, you won't have to port forward. I don't have to port forward on my local PC, but you might have to port forward your router depending on your internet. That's totally separate. Right, let's go to next, and let it install and unpack the files. So once XAMPP is installed, we'll go into that. We'll start the MySQL, and then we're going to go to Heidi. We're going to set up our database, but first of all, let's do its thing. So after this video, so this is obviously setting up the server itself. Then we'll go and set up in the next video. We'll set up a new inventory. Video after that, we'll probably move the how to use a different apartment shell and set up the apartments and so on. So let this do its thing, and any program I do use or resource I add, I'll make sure they're public, and I will link them down below in the video. If you want to see more of this series, then make sure you hit the like and subscribe. So it's taking a while. Let it do its thing, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. That's pretty much done. So let's start up the control panel. Let's click finish. And the control panel looks like this. And what we need now is the MySQL. So make sure this is running every time you start your server. This has to be running. Let's click start. Okay, let's close this down. Let's go back to our C drive. And let's go back to XAMPP. Scroll down and let's go to the control panel. And let's click start. And as you can see, this time it started. So it started on port 3306. Like I say, you might have to port forward depending on your router. I don't. So let's minimize this. And now let's go to, now we need the actual database itself, which is the Heidi. I'm just going to put this on my desktop, as so. And let's run this. Install for all users, accept, next, 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 create, next. Pretty much next and then to an install. Okay, launch Heidi. Let's click finish. And it looks like this. Now what we're going to do is going to open. So here we go. If you haven't got a session like I have, when you open it, first of all, get rid of that. That's the installer. Put that there. When you open it, you just click new. And you for example, let's delete this. Delete. New. Name it whatever. FiveM. Okay, open. And as you can see, it's like this. Right, so that's sound. So delete, you can close that down. Your Heidi set up, your XAMPP's running. So now we can go over to the server side of things. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to the FiveM website. I'm going to click host your own server, and we're going to go vanilla setup guide, and we're going to go to the Windows server build listing. Always download the latest recommended. So that's downloaded like that. And now we're going to go back to our download folder. And we're going to cut this. We're going to go to our C drive once again, and we're going to create a new folder, and it's going to be called FiveM. So this is the folder that will start your server. It's not the actual server files. So right click. Let's go to WinRAR. So make sure you've got WinRAR. You need obviously WinRAR to extract zipped up folders. Extract, or you can obviously use WinZip. I use WinRAR. Let me just take that out of there because we don't need it there. Okay, and you scroll down and you see this FX server application. So we're going to double click this. Now I'll open up a browser. Like so. Let's go link account. Continue, log in with your CFX. So you need your Discord ID. So go onto your Discord. So find your ID. So you'd go, for example, where's one of my chat? Right click, go to copy user ID. If you haven't got that copy user ID set in, then you put your Discord into dev mode and you'll be able to get it. So put it in there, put a password, confirm a password, and let's go. I've read, register, job done. Right, name. So it's a short name. So let's go. Let's call this Rib YouTube series. Let's go next, and we're going to popular recipe depending on which framework you want. We always go QB Core. Reason being, I've got 27 pages worth of QB Core scripts, and to be honest, in my opinion, QBox and QB Core are pretty much very fucking similar. So QB Core it is. Let's go down. So this is going to be where it's going to install the server. It's going to create a folder called txdata, and in that folder will be actual server. Let's go next. Almost there. Go to the recipe developer. Right, so one thing we're going to need now, let's go next again, is our license key. So go to the Keymaster website. I've not got it here, no. So just type in FiveM Keymaster, which will look like this. So I'm obviously logged in with my FiveM.net account, my CFX account. So now I'm going to go to, I'm on the Keymaster.FiveM website. Then I go to new server. I can call this anything. Rib YouTube series. I'm not a robot. Generate. It's going to give me the key. There's the key. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to the setup and I'm going to paste it in there. Paste. Run recipe. So now it's building the server for you. And if we go to our C drive, you'll see there's now a TX data folder, which is it's installing all the necessary files we need in there. So the FiveM would be to start the server. So to start your server, you'd go down to this one, and then the actual server files are all going to be within here. So let's let do its thing. And once this is complete, we'll be able to run the server. And then, like I say, the next video, I'll show you how to change the inventories, change your apartment shells, sort all your spawn points out. And then we'll start adding in little things like a new chat, IDs, carry commands, and so on and so on and so on. But like I say, I'll link anything we ever add in. I'll link, or I'll just leave you or I might even set up a GitHub where we pull it all, where you can just download it from. Let me know down below if we're better off doing a GitHub, or leave you a link for the full folder. But GitHub would probably be better, so then, yeah, you don't have to keep downloading full folders. We'll see. We're just nearly done, 63%. Just going to start my FiveM. Ready to join the server. So let's go like that. Let's go back there. Okay, starting up FiveM. Let's come off this. Back to the desktop. Lovely stuff. I have got my mic on, haven't I? I've done that so many times. The amount of videos I've made in the past, and I'm talking hundreds. And at the end, I've realised my mic wasn't on. Yeah, it's annoying. Right, so this is nearly done. And obviously, you can save this. So it'll be localhost :40120. And then from here, you can restart your server, stop your server, and all your settings will be within here. Right, so that's done. It's built the server. Let's go next. So there's your server CFG, which we'll go through more in the future. Save and run. So now it's starting the server up. You'll see it loading all the resources like so. So now it's started. We should be able to join the server. Let's just finish doing this. Right, so we can minimize this. And if I go to, so there it is on the actual dev console itself. If I go to my FiveM, is that captured on my OBS? Let me go, let me just make sure you can see it. So where is it? FiveM. Right, is that captured on OBS? Ah! Oh, there you go. Sweet. Right, let me go back onto that. Sorry about that. Just had to change the size of my screen. So we can now connect my PC on the local area network. This is obviously my actual RP server, which will be out very soon. I'll leave the Discord for that down below as well. But let's connect to Ribbit, so it's connected to the server. So this is a completely standard default QB core server, and from here we'll add a lot of edits over the next few weeks. Okay, so this is your multi-character screen. So like that. Let's call it admin, nationality. As we all know, I'm from Albania. Let's go male, and let's put a date of birth in. There we go. Ooh. Confirm. Create character, and it will spawn us in the apartments. Take to 8. Confirm. Okay, let's just use a ped. Confirm. And that's it. We are in. We are on the server. Server is up. But like I say, within the next few videos, we'll change the inventories, we'll change the phones, we'll change the apartments, we'll change the shell. We'll do a lot. If you want to see it. If you do want to see it, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll keep the videos coming. Right, so we're actually in the server. All done. All done. That is the latest way how to set up a FiveM server. And like I say, expect lots of videos to come, depending on your response. If there's lots of feedback and likes and etc., then I'll keep the videos coming. See you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Hope it's helped. And I look forward to it. Ta-ra for now. Peace.